You're listening to the Animal Free Labcast, the podcast that puts humans, not animals, at the heart of medical research. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Animal Free Labcast. I am here again with my co-host, Dr. Gemma Davis. Hey Gemma.
Hi Carla, nice to see you.
Nice to see you. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you doing?
Yeah, good, thank you. I'm super excited because today we've got the second of our special episodes when we hear from our celebrity Herbie's heroes about why they're joining our Herbie's Law campaign. So you'll know if you're a regular listener that Herbie's Law is our campaign to phase out the use of animals in medical research here in the UK.
Yeah, and we heard some really great personal motivations and reflections in the last episode, so I'm really looking forward to this one too.
Yeah, me too. They were really lovely last time. I think today's is going to be a good one as well.
Yeah, it will. And just in case you missed the last episode, we heard from Deborah Meaden, Pandora Christie, Kirsty Gallagher and Pete Wicks. So do go back and listen. There were some really nice stories and we learned a bit more about why they were all so keen to get involved with the campaign. So let's hear from our first celebrity hero this time. And it's Jake Lambert, who's a hilarious stand-up comedian who's been touring all around the world and has been on some of the really big TV comedy shows, things like Live at the Apollo. But he's also really well known for his brilliant If Dogs Could Talk videos on social media, and they're really funny. So let's hear from Jake.
Jake, thank you so much for supporting Herbie's Law. We're just so delighted to have you on board and being one of Herbie's heroes.
Oh, that's lovely. I've never been a hero. Thank you.
Well, you're Herbie's hero now. So why did you want to get involved with the campaign? I think you've got a cat, haven't you?
I have a cat, yeah, and I'm vegetarian. Yeah. I love animals. And I do videos online about if cats could talk and if dogs could talk. And people always love them. Mm. But the truth is, if they could talk and they found out what we were doing, I don't think we'd be doing it. But they can't talk. So even with this gravelly voice, I can be the voice.
What do you think they would say?
Oh, I dread to think. Cats are judgmental enough.
They are.
Yet they don't even know what we get up to. So if they knew, they would be even more livid with us than they are.
What would your cat say?
I dread to think. He judges me a lot anyway, just from anything day to day. Yeah. So I don't even want to, I can't even imagine, but I imagine if they could talk, they could swear. And if they could swear, they would.
My old cat Jackson used to be all over me indoors. He just wanted all the treats, all the cuddles, everything. If you saw me outside, it was just this look of like a horrified teenage boy seeing their mum. He was just like, screw his face up like, who are you? Get away from me. You're so embarrassing.
If you ever like bump into them out and about, if I was ever walking like in a nearby street and I bumped into my cat, just look at me like, what are you doing here? Yeah. You're in the house. This is my space.
You don't belong here.
Yeah.
Go away.
But also there will be some times that I love you. They'll be saying I love you, usually in the mornings or whenever they just want food.
Yeah, dinner time.
Or whenever it's cold and you're slightly warmer than they are.
Yeah, nice warm lap.
Yeah. It's crazy, but if you don't have cats, people cannot understand why you would ever want to be in that relationship. But then you're in it and you love it.
Yeah. It's a bit of a love-hate one, isn't it? Sort of almost verging on an abusive relationship. Yeah,
it's love-hating that you love them and they seem to hate you.
Oh, that's so bad. That's why, we're doing this, because we want to give a voice to those animals. And I love that you have that kind of like, what would they say? Because, like you say, they just wouldn't be in favour of this at all.
No, if animals could talk, there's no way that they would be doing testing on them, because imagine what they'd be saying to them.
Yeah.
But they can't. So we have to.
We have to do it.
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
There we go, use that.
I'm going to use that. I'm going to take that to government.
Yeah, there you go. Include that bit.
So can you imagine, Gemma, what your cat or dog would talk to you about if they could?
Yeah, I'm sure my dog would have a lot to say on this issue.
Absolutely, Herbie has plenty to say.
Yeah.
But obviously Jake has a serious point in that, animals like Herbie and like, your dog Gemma, they can't speak for themselves. So it really is up to us to speak out for them on their behalf.
Yeah, exactly. And thanks so much to Jake for getting involved in the campaign. So our next guest is Russell Kane, another fantastic comedian and author who is best known for his high energy stand-up performances and his love of animals. So let's hear from
Super
Russell.
high energy.
Yeah.
Russell, thank you so much for joining us and supporting the Herbie's Law campaign. Just so delighted that you are on board and supporting it. You love animals. You've got a book out about them.
Yes, I've got a book out at the moment called Pet Selector, and it's a funny but information-packed breed guide for children, so they can look up their favourite cat breeds and dog breeds. I've even got a section in the back for other types of pets, because obviously some kids live in a tower block, they can't keep cats or dogs, they might be allergic or whatever. So I've even done like birds and rats, a little section at the end. But yeah, it's primarily a breed guide. So I've just translated, for example, the description of a Border Terrier into what I call 8-year-old funny, which is a specific language spoken by 7 to 11-year-olds.
Wicked. What's your favourite breed?
Thing is, this is why I wrote Pet Selector, because I think the problem in the UK is we're talking about not testing on animals. Of course, the second biggest problem we've got is dogs, a crisis in dogs needing rehoming and dogs needing rescuing. And a lot of the time, the reason the dogs end up in these rescue centres is because people have selected a pet because they've answered the question you've just asked. I love Labradors. They get the Labrador back to their one-bedroom flat in Kensal Rise. Not suitable.
Yeah.
I don't want a Chihuahua, but that's what you have the space, resources and walk-in energy for. So it's about making sure that you match your temperament, your resources to the right type of dog. So I'm trying to teach children that it's not about how a dog looks necessarily, whether it's a rescue dog, mixed heritage dog, a Chihuahua or a Great Dane or an Irish Wolfhound. Are you going to walk it? Yeah. Do you want to pick up a poo so big you could put your back out? A Chihuahua is it's like a French cigarillo. It's a tiny, thin poo. It's so inoffensive. My dogs are done in 5 minutes with a walk. Yes, I got a bit of stick from my friends when I got Chihuahua. Get a proper dog.
So what made you want to write this book? Because it sounds like you were coming from like a place of wanting to educate people.
I was, a children's non-fiction publisher came to me and said, do you have any ideas? And I was on a Zoom call covered in animals.
Yeah.
Just because they're all on me, not on purpose. It was in my office. And they went, that's a really weird looking cat. I went, oh, it's a lilac Burmese. Ooh. And it came from a place of, when I say like a beagle has a certain type of personality and a Dalmatian another, no one argues with me.
Yeah.
But when I say a Bengal cat is very different to a Persian cat, come on, it's a cat. So it started from a place, I wanted to educate people about the difference in cat breeds. But when I was on this meeting, I was trying to describe my Burmese cat, and I said, like a needy friend who's always whining, who wants to go out the whole time, who can't be on their own. And they were laughing, and they were just went, write that book, write that, just do that. So I went away and did that.
We used to have a Bengal, and she was more like the dogs than the other cats.
This is what I say. So I have families, because I'm touring it for children at the moment, and families come up afterwards and go, we'd love to have a dog, but we both work full time. What dog breed would you recommend? I'm like, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Get 2 Burmese cats. Yeah. They're fine in the house. The reason you can get 2 is they're normally, they'll be probably all right for even 6 hours, 2 Burmese cats, and they bury their own poo.
Oh, well,
and you don't die of guilt when you go on holiday. So sometimes you think you're a dog person, but you're actually a Bengal cat or a Burmese cat person.
Are the cats in charge?
I think the alpha animal in the whole house is probably Terry the Burmese, but it's more based on who arrived first rather than you're a dog, I'm a cat. So yeah, as you can tell, I'm an animal nut.
Yeah.
I've had stick insects, mice. I kept 1,000 crickets in the shed when I was 10. And my dad was like, you look after them, you can have them, boy. So I just I fed all these crickets on cucumber, and I had 1,000 of them.
What made you want crickets?
Why not?
Okay.
Kids just love animals, all animals. Yes, people say to me, oh, we can't really have anything, so we've just got, all we could get would be a stick insect. But you underestimate a child's power of imagination to put life, a child could put life into a stone or one doll's head on a stick when they don't have a toy. And to them, it's a living, breathing human being, let alone something that is living and breathing, like a stick insect, which I had called Rambo.
So have you always loved animals?
Always.
Always, yeah.
From day one.
Yeah.
And my daughter's the same.
Yeah.
And there's loads of evidence that it helps with children's development. Yeah. We know it helps with older people as well, like properly older people and single people. But any human being benefits from animal contact mostly, unless they're a serial killer.
Do you think animals benefit from humans?
Well, only in the evolutionary sense, in that they've evolved over time to be domesticated, so they need us to survive. But I'm pretty sure within a couple of generations after the apocalypse, they'd be feeding on our rotting corpses, no problem. Sorry to break it to you.
You saw a bit of that in COVID, didn't you?
Yeah, animals would be fine.
Yeah.
But they should, like in hospitals, they should find a way to have wards where people who don't mind dogs, because I think there's better recovery time.
Yeah.
There's better mental health outcomes for very, very old people in nursing homes.
You do that in care homes sometimes, don't you?
Yeah, and the least allergic children in the UK, so the most physically robust, least sick children grew up on farms. So there's even physical evidence.
Yeah.
Now that's because the children have been exposed to just enough.
If you were going to say one thing to the people who can make a decision about ending animal testing, what would that be?
I just don't see why it's necessary. I mean, we're growing meat in a lab to eat. So why not on some lab-grown skin cells test the product?
I mean,
what is it? The science literally exists.
It literally does.
So there's no excuse to test on live animals. Herbie's Law is not just for herbivores. It's for everyone.
Love that. That's the new strapline. Thank you so much, Russell.
I was a copyright for 5 years. You should have called me 3 weeks before.
Could have done the t-shirts for us.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, so great to hear from Russell there. I really love all of his pet names, especially Rambo the stick insect. It's brilliant.
Rambo the stick insect. Yeah, he's got some great names. Clearly loves animals and such a huge advocate for improving relationships between humans and our best friends. So thank you, Russell, for helping to raise the profile of Herbie's Law. And do watch out for our campaign video. We've got lots of behind the scenes footage of Russell jumping around the studio with Elvis and Luna the beagles. He brought so much energy to the shoot. He was brilliant. So yeah.
Oh, he was so funny. Yeah. We had a great time. So last but definitely not least, our last Herbie's hero is Diane Morgan, a comedian and actress. You'll know her from shows like Motherland and the characters that she does, Mandy and Philomena Kunk. So let's hear from Diane.
Diane, it's so nice to be sitting in the sun with you.
Isn't it?
It's beautiful.
Oh, I know, it feels like it's been years since the sun's come out.
It just feels like the energy's returning, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does.
Thank you so much for coming out and supporting Herbie's Law.
Well, thank you for asking me, because, you know, it's something I really feel passionately about.
What's inspired you to feel passionate about?
I've always been quite keen to use cruelty-free makeup and stuff like that, and I don't know if you know, I did this my own series called Mandy, and the last 2 series we've done have been cruelty-free productions in town. But the mad thing is that no one does that. Really? Like, they have this thing called an Albert production at the BBC, which is environmentally friendly.
I've seen that at the end.
Yeah, you see it at the end of the credits, but there isn't anything that shows that you've used cruelty-free cosmetics. Mm-hmm. And I just thought that was sort of mad.
Yeah, someone should do that.
Yeah, because I think it starts with TV production companies and letting actresses know that if they usually don't, weirdly, know that their favourite lipstick is tested on animals.
Yeah.
And then when they find out, they're horrified, usually.
Yeah. And
you find them a dupe. And then, you know, it's quite easy to instigate, but yet no one's done it. So I think I've always been passionate about that. I mean, and you know, medical experiments, I just think it's just abhorrent, isn't it? Now, in 2025. When there's no need, that's the thing.
That's the thing now, isn't it? The science is there. So, you know, regardless of what you think about the ethics.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm there with the animal.
It's more accurate to use human-specific, you know, experiments now, isn't it?
It is.
Without animals.
Absolutely, because we can cure cancer in mice.
But it's been proven as well.
Yeah.
Is it just sort of apathy, do you think, with people? Or
I think there's a few different reasons.
It's just the way it's always been done. So
That's
people
a big
just
reason.
carry on doing it that way, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird, isn't it?
It is weird. And
You're not using
it
a
needs
quill
to
when
change.
we've got biros. We've got biros, mate. Don't use a quill.
I know.
But you know, there's no need, and I really hate it.
Yeah. What is it about animals for you? Have you always had animals in your life?
Yeah, but the older I get, the more sort of empathy I seem to feel for animals. I don't know why that is. But it's just that I've got a dog, and we've always had dogs. And cats. I'm not one of these weirdos that says, are you a cat person or a dog person? You know, I like animals because they're just so open, and, you know, they wear their heart on their sleeve, and they're just so, you look into a dog's eyes and they're just completely in the moment, aren't they? And just full of love, and it breaks my heart. And there's no difference between a cow and a pig and a dog. It's just that we call these ones pets and we eat these ones. You know, I hate all that.
It's a pretty artificial distinction, isn't it?
It really is, yeah. And I think it's mainly like people just don't want to see anything horrible to do with animals.
I think that's the problem that we have as well, because
making people realise where they get the burger and what happens in laboratories.
Yeah, because it's pretty horrible to be thinking about animal testing. People got busy lives; they don't want to be thinking about that.
Yeah, you just want to scroll past it, don't you?
And it's hard to kind of find a way to get people's attention without the kind of shock and horror, gore, and that turns people off. Yeah. So we really, really appreciate you using your voice and helping to raise the issue.
Yeah, I think it's something you've got to do gradually. Yeah. You know, it's like, I mean, I've gone fully vegan now, and the last leg, it took me like a year to get off cheese. but
my thing was cake.
Oh, really? Yeah. But then once you do and you find alternatives, you think, why couldn't I have done this ages ago? But you can only go at your own pace.
Yeah, absolutely.
And and you never want to try and force it down people's throats, because it's the worst thing to do, coming across as preachy. Yeah. I think you've just got to have people realise that what goes on, and you don't necessarily have to see the photos.
Just believe us.
Yeah, because we've seen them.
Yeah. Oh God.
If you were going to say one thing to the people who are making the decisions now in government about phasing out animal testing and when the right time to do it is, what would you say to them?
I'd say do it now, have some empathy. I mean, why wouldn't you? We've proven that we've got these experiments that are human specific, that work, that are more accurate. Why would you carry on abusing animals? You know, there's no need. There's no need.
Oh, Diane, love her. She's so passionate about ending all forms of animal cruelty. It's just so clear from, who she is and what she said. So I'm so delighted that she's chosen to support our call for an end to animal testing as well.
Yeah, definitely. And like Diane said, it's not about preaching or telling people what to do. The science speaks for itself, and all the facts and the data is there. The technology is there. We just need people to use it. Absolutely. So we're really pleased to have all of these fantastic Herbie's heroes on board to help us raise awareness, and we can move towards making human-specific research the new normal.
It was so great to chat to everyone and find out what was motivating them to get involved in the campaign. And I really hope that you enjoyed hearing from all of our celebrity Herbie's heroes out there as well.
And if you want more, head to our website to watch a full behind the scenes video from the shoot at Rankin Studio. You'll see Russell jumping around, all the celebs having cutches with all the beagles. And you'll also see Carla's now legendary pink jacket, thanks to Pete Wicks.
Brilliant. And of course, if you'd like to treat yourself to one of our lovely t-shirts designed by award-winning illustrator Emily Sutton and as modelled by our lovely celebrity supporters, you can visit our shop at animalfreeresearchuk.org/shop and check out all of our beautiful merch.
Yeah, there's so many lovely things on there.
There is.
But also, don't forget, if you would like to become a Herbie's hero yourself, there's still time to sign up for the 100-kilometre challenge, where we're tasking you to move 100 kilometres over 30 days to raise vital funds for Herbie's Law. And you can do that in any way you fancy, whether that's walking, running, cartwheeling, however you want to move. And if that's with your furry friend, a human friend, or just by yourself to clear your mind, it's a great way to raise some money for Herbie's Law and vital animal-free research. When you register, you'll receive a special limited edition Herbie's Hero bandana for your pet. And if you do reach your 100-kilometre target and raise over £50, you'll also get a special badge and a certificate as a thank you from Herbie.
Oh, who wouldn't want that?
I know.
He's there signing them all at home. So, thank you so much to everyone who has signed up and started the challenge so far, and good luck with it. Really
good luck.
So grateful. So, Gemma, you set us a poll question last week. So can you remind us of what it was and tell us what the results were?
Yeah, so last week's poll question was, would you like to see more public figures using their voice to support Herbie's Law? Yes or no? Oh. And the results were 98.9% of people said yes. So we had 1.1% that said no.
Because there's always one.
There's always one. Always one. But we also had lots of people tagging celebs and different public figures in the comments. So thank you for doing that. And we'll keep our fingers crossed that we might have got somebody's attention.
Oh, absolutely. Always good way of getting people on board.
Yeah.
So we mentioned last time that we had adverts in the tube, and earlier this week, on Monday actually, Gemma and I and the team went to Westminster to the tube station to go and see them. They look so good.
They do.
Pandora Christie also popped down to have a look, and she shared some pictures and a video on her socials too. Yeah. So we've got a lovely video of her with her tube advert, and we had tourists kind of stopping and going, "Oh, look, it's you!" Very good. So, and they're just as you come up out of the tube and you face Big Ben, they're so good. It's in such a good place. So, if you're in London, please do pop down and see them if you're around. They're going to be here for the next week. So we've got them for 2 weeks. So the week that we're currently on, Friday, and then next week as well. So yeah, please do go and have a look at them. We've kind of got a little bit off topic there. So Gemma, is this related to this week's polls question?
It is, funnily enough. This week's question is, do you think policymakers are doing enough to support animal-free research? Yes or no? So as always, you can vote on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, X, and Carla's Substack, the Animal Free Labcast, and we'll discuss the results in the next episode. And do also feel free to tag your MP if they're on socials, if you'd like to see them become the next Herbie's hero. And if you'd like to tell us your thoughts about the poll or anything else in the episode, please do leave us a message on 0208 054 96 95. That's 0208 054 96 95.
Brilliant. Yeah, let us know what you think. I wonder what the result's going to be. Can we get something different from 99%? Yes.
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll hold our breaths for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Do stay part of the conversation by reading my brand new companion blog on Substack. Just search for the Animal Free Labcast to read and subscribe. We will be back in a fortnight, and we're going to be back to normal, talking about all things science and animal-free research UK. We're going to be joined by special guest, Dr. Dania Movia. She's the founder and lead of the Humane Biomedical Research Group at Maynooth University, which is Ireland's first lab dedicated to animal-free respiratory research. And we awarded her recently our Outstanding Scientist Award at our science conference earlier this year. She's brilliant.
Yeah, oh, that would be so good. I can't wait to hear from Dania. She's so inspiring, and she's really leading the way for animal-free research. So looking forward to seeing what she's got to say.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for listening. Gemma, thank you for being here and being brilliant as usual.
Thank you. Nice to chat to you.
We'll see you or speak to you all next time.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye. You've been listening to the Animal Free Labcast, the podcast that puts humans, not animals, at the heart of medical research. If you want to find out about more ways to move to a world of animal-free research, then head to our website, animalfreeresearchuk.org. And if you'd like to send us an audio message about the poll or anything else you've heard in the podcast, then leave us a voicemail on 0208 054 9695. That's 0208 054 9695. Thank you for listening.